Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Spinner Rack Game of Thrones. Today we're discussing For the Throne. We're going to be looking at Sansa, whether or not she will be able to make it to the Iron Throne. So, here. There's a lot of people been saying that, there's a lot of different groups of people. Some people want Arya to become get to the Iron Throne, Jon, Daenerys, but Sansa's name is coming up a lot, and people are thinking that she should be the one to inherit. Of course, it's a hardcore fan base, but, in the book, it's going to be different than what we're going to see here in the movie and in the TV show. And I can tell you from my thoughts on this is that I don't think Sansa is going to really go for the throne. She's been through so much, to get to where she's at. She's currently the Lady of Winterfell. She's suffered emotional abuse, physical abuse, rape, the thought that she would be getting killed at any particular time. She's seen family members beheaded and killed and been tortured, so she has almost right now no desire to go down south. But hold up. You could also look at it another way, that Sansa, she grew up basically on the feet of some of the greatest manipulators, some of the greatest power players in all of Westeros, the Seven Kingdoms, and that in reality that she really should be the one most, most able to lead the nation, the seven nations together, seven kingdoms. And the teachers, who were her teachers? Cersei, she's crazy, but she knew how to keep people together using fear and giving them something that they want. Littlefinger, master manipulator. He practically started the whole thing, with the killing of Jon Arryn and getting the Starks and the Lannisters at each other's throat. Hey, you could even say her husband was a nutcase, that damn Bolton boy, the bastard himself. But the fact is that she's been able to learn, and she's learned how to control her impulses. She's controlled how to control those around her and get what she wants. Right now in Winterfell, she's the Lady of Winterfell. For all intents and purposes, she is the main kahuna there. For all intents and purposes, she basically has control of the Vale. She has control of Winterfell and possibly even the Riverlands. Or parts of the Riverland, because her mother was a Riverlander. Her uncle was the head of the Riverland from River Run, and of course he's supposedly in prison. But now that Arya's killed the Frey, that may no longer be. But we'll see as the show progresses. But she's extremely powerful, and when you take a look at it, she has 3 of the 7 kingdoms technically that are behind her. So if they can get through this whole thing with the White Walkers, she has a strong claim to be the one to dominate. If there's no Dany or there's no Jon, So I can see what people are saying. I'm not going to say a total 100% I'm out of this theory is absolutely nuts, but this is something that we should look at, And if she can do if she can do it in the show, I give them mad kudos. Now, one other proviso I want to make is that when we're talking about George Martin, this story was partially based on the War of the Roses, and how they ended the War of the Roses was basically one family dominated, Henry's family, and then he married someone from the other side of the Roses, and that helped end the war. Basically, he basically conquered England, but to cement that this was finally over, there was a marriage, and I don't know how this works out. Dany and Jon are on the same side, so they got married together to become allies and possibly they actually love each other. We haven't seen that whole thing play out yet, but the only one that you could really say that something could happen is like if you had Sansa and she married someone from the other side, and who could that possibly be? Jaime, Tyrion? Then then the war is fully over. I don't know. Those are some thoughts, but Sansa is a pretty interesting thought. It's very possible. Spinner Rack out.